Hi, my name is Amanda Hernandez. I want to thank you for considering me for a position at your school. I will be getting my bachelor's degree in philosophy from Stetson University. A bachelor's degree in philosophy is a high writing intense major with a high reading understanding requirement, as I'm often expected to understand very hard concepts and well as convey those concepts. I also have a minor in religious studies, which is a very reading intense major, as I often have to finish entire textbooks by the end of the semester, usually several textbooks. It's also a course that gives me a high ability to comprehend and learn about new cultures and understand them, something that's very important for going abroad, because no matter how much we can prepare ourselves and know the culture, there's a lot of culture shocks we're going to experience, and we have to be able to handle those as we go, otherwise you can get depressed as time goes on. But with my minor, I have been well acquainted of how culture shocks work and understand how to handle that process as it happens. I've also taken many courses on English literature while I'm here at Stetson, and those courses have included me reading books such as The Odyssey, Wuthering Heights, or Clockwork Orange, as well as an entire course on the Divine Comedy. I was able to use this knowledge when I was at Uval Women's University last semester for study abroad. There I got to take a course on history of the English language, and I got to learn a lot of why English has so many terms in it that has silent letters or vowels that aren't pronounced the way they're spelled, like I's that are pronounced like E's, and you're not sure which one it is when you read it. I got to learn a little bit about why that happened and grew into what it did. The reason why I want to teach in South Korea is because both of my parents learned English as a second language. And I know that when they were learning English, it was very hard for them to build confidence. And while I was abroad in Korea, I got to experience that same idea of how hard it is to have confidence while speaking in a foreign language. Because no matter how hard you may study every day, the actual act of speaking can feel embarrassing. But if you don't actually use that knowledge you've learned and speak, you're never going to actually be able to use the knowledge. So I know that when schools there in Korea hire native English speakers for their class, part of the point is to have a native speaker to bounce these terms off of. But one of the main things that I get to be for these students is a native English speaker that they can talk to and use the knowledge they're learning in the classroom. Because without it, they'd have all this theoretical knowledge in how English works, but never actually been able to apply it to an actual English speaker. Without it, when they actually get the opportunity, they'll realize they'll quickly lose confidence and won't be able to speak. And what I want to do as an English teacher is to build up their confidence as much as I can. Because even my parents, who at this point are fluent English speakers, can lose confidence sometimes when they speak. So I want to help learners of English gain confidence, because learning another language is something that's extremely valuable. It helps you grow so much as a person. It opens you up to a whole new world. And English is one of the most widely spoken languages, so it literally opens you up to almost the entire world by learning it. I want to thank you for considering me for this position and watching my interview. Thank you.